Right, I haven't seen this film. You have, so you're going to have to take this one. But I can't wait to see it. I love monkeys. I love watching. I went to Monkey World like quite recently, actually, on a holiday. And there's loads of different types of ones. I took videos of like loads of them. There was one guy, I can't remember his name. God, I forgot his name. Frank, I think. And he was like swinging he was like swinging back and forth, like screaming for hours. And we kept visiting, like, oh, Frank's still going. And I fucking love that shit. And I just love monkeys. I love all the different sorts of monkeys. And so when I heard there was like a monkey man coming out, like Batman, it's like bitten by a bat and he becomes like Batman. Like you get and like Spider-Man, like I think he's just rich and he likes spiders. But you get like a monkey man superhero is so sick to me. And I want to see like a hairy man solving crime and like killing bad people. So tell me about this film. Don't spoil it for me though. Go ahead. Okay.
Monkey Man doesn't feature any monkeys.
What the fuck?
So very much a passion project by the always brilliant Dev Patel.
He is always brilliant. I love Dev Patel. He's an angel sent to earth.
He's great. He's so good. So Monkey Man really surprised me. This will be a non-spoiler review just for Matt's sake and anyone else at home. Because very much a lot of the reviews about it are how it's like, oh, the Indian John Wick. And that's how it was originally pitched and developed as the Indian John Wick. I don't know if it was for Netflix or someone, but after watching the film, it was very swiftly dropped. And then Jordan Peele saw it and saw what it could be and how important it was. So it was then sold to Universal for $10 million, which it made back immediately in its domestic opening weekend. So is very much in the green. So well done, Jordan Peele, and well done, Dev Patel. But Monkey Man follows Dev Patel's nameless character in these action tropey ways.
Oh, I love that.
Who grows up, I think, in Mumbai. And after a tragic event happens to his village, he's always a bit down on his luck and is working with the underbelly of the city and is aiming to get revenge on the people who put his village to the torch.
Wow.
What do you know about Monkey Man?
That's like RRR. That's what happens to Ram Charan's character in RRR.
Yeah, similar. No Brits in this one, though. There is Sholto Copley talking about prawns.
Sholto Copley, is he in it? Oh, that is good. Oh, they both have been together in Chappie as well.
They do.
They're both in that. It's good film. Well, no, it's not shit. I love Sholto Copley. He's also a good one.
He's great.
He's in Beast.
You loved the A-Team film, didn't you?
I did.
Live action
he
A-Team.
was the leader, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know their names because I've never watched the A-Team.
Sick. Okay.
What did you ask me? What was your question?
What do you know about the film?
What do I know about film? It's the Indian John Wick, but he's a Monkey Man, and Dev Patel's in it. He directed it as well, didn't he?
He did loads. I think he did all of his own stunts.
I heard that they ran out of money or something, and they got like the grips to act in it. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. So as I said, like very much advertised as being this Indian John Wick, but it is that. At the start,
you just said it wasn't that.
It is that.
Okay,
because at the start he plays the Monkey Man, like so he's a street fighter, man. like so UFC fighter. He wears this mask and does like UFC fights with Sholto Copley, but is like the full guy. He's the heel.
Sholto Copley doesn't look like a UFC fighter
in this world.
Sholto Copley beat him in a fight.
So
is he? He's probably turned into a prawn by that point.
Yeah. Sholto Copley is. Yeah.
Okay.
As Dev Patel turns into a monkey, and so he's very aimless, and he's going down in certain rounds to make people a lot of money. But decides that he wants to get revenge. That's what it's all for. He wants to get revenge on this general who killed his family. And that leads to a lot of infiltration of this big hotel, working his way up the ranks, joining the drug side of the business and getting in the right crowds. So the first kind of half is that. Okay. It's him he goes to buy a gun and he's training himself up, and he's just
I do like a training montage.
He's a glutton
was there a
for
badass
pain.
song over it?
No, we'll get to the real training montage afterwards.
Ooh.
He's a real glutton for pain, and although he wants to go for revenge, it's kind of very selfish and very external, I would say. And he tries this hit, and very, very clearly it's not John Wick in India. There are certain things in this fight against this general that it doesn't pan out like you'd expect it to. Like in John Wick, he'd kill the mini boss, and then he'd learn information, and then it would
he would
progress
in
and
his dying breath say, "Yeah, you will." I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he says that.
You must find the key in the hotel room.
yeah,
Whatever
exactly. And then he coughs and dies. But he ends up getting just absolutely trounced, and the film on from that is then very political. It's very politically driven. About
woke, no doubt.
Too woke, I would say.
Disgraceful.
About the levels of wealth and community in India, and he's like on the brink of death and ends up going to this temple of like split god, who's half creation, half destruction, half man, half woman. So it then has like
monkey,
a huge trans angle to it as well.
Okay.
Which is like out of nowhere. And then he learns that who he needs to fight for, and has drive, and understands that he's more than himself and his experience.
Community.
He fights for India.
Okay. That's
And
like
that's
horror
who
as well.
he ends up. Yes. He fights
I've only
against.
seen one Indian film, if you can't tell.
Yeah, no way. He ends up fighting for India and against the right and against dictatorship and the people pulling the strings behind the scenes and brainwashing. So it turns from a selfish goal to a very selfless goal.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's brilliant how it knew it was going to be compared to John Wick, and then halfway through shakes it off.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, that's good.
I
I'm
just think
actually
it's really
quite excited
clever.
to see this. This sounds very good.
Yes.
I'll give it a
Some
watch.
good fights. Not as good as John Wick, I would say.
Well, that's directed by stunt coordinators, so
Yes, Chad.
it's gonna be very good.
Whatever his name is.
Stahelski. Yeah.
Yeah.
And David Leitch did the first one with him, who was also a stunt man at some point.
Yeah, and I also think it's interesting that Dev Patel cast himself in the lead. Obviously, it's his film. He directed and wrote it. Because you don't see actors like him playing these roles, these lead roles. Often they're like the computer guy, or they're the sidekick.
Well, that's a bit racist just because he's Indian. He's a computer
That's
guy.
Hollywood, isn't it?
Well, no, it is. It is.
That's literally
Dev
Hollywood.
Patel, I feel like, it's strange to hear him as like a big tough man action lead, because he always plays a sort of meek, friendly friend, or like the underdog hero, or But I mean, anyone can get strong, get big muscles.
But you,
I've always had them. I came out this way.
you can't get any stronger or any bigger
Punched my
muscles.
way out of my mum.
Oh no. But yeah, it was very good. I ended up giving it 4 stars.
Is it something that they're going to build a franchise out of, or is it just a one and done story?
Probably, I would say. Now it's got money behind it, and it's a different angle, like a different niche.
Yeah.
I can't see them not doing another one.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out then. It does
Yeah.
sound good from what you said. I've got a lot more interest in it than I did before we started recording this podcast. So yeah, all right, I'll check that out.
Go out and watch it. Don't watch Godzilla times Kong. Go and see Monkey Man instead.
Well, thank you, Joshua. That sounds very good. I'll watch that film. Right, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video. But we're about to talk in our full podcast. We're about to talk about another film out this week called Civil War, written and directed by Alex Garland. So if you want to check that out, watch that video, or if you listen to podcast, here's our review now.
Yay!